There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back gets the gift. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. at this. Instead of trying to pen their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Cooper. At the 35, he's got room. It's a running room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Going with the ground game left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a crease to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the catch. It's Cooper. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Pulls it in. It's Cooper. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to sling it on second down. Under fire. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they do on third down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He might want another play. Trying play action. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got a man. It's Conrad. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wideout. Tries to get it on the ground. Finding open areas. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Tight end now in motion. On the direct snap, it's Green. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Hill. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On the option. He's trying to get it in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounted for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They'll ride Davis here. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play-action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's a big stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 2 straight runs, and they've been knocked down in the backfield, and now it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Ohio State.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Snapped it in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted to finish. And they did on that possession.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
So now it's 2nd and long. Corners are going to bail. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's going to fire deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. on second down. He makes the grab. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if...
Going for the big play. And he hauls it in inside the 30. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Keep spinning the beam like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got some momentum to the goal line. Touchdown Ducks! And the comeback is on. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The sure hands, it's Davis. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll pull it down and run. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. That's reeled in. It's Hilton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
With the catch, it's Cooper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cooper. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The Buckeyes line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and a long way to the goal after that big sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. A long way to go on fourth and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today. I mean, they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Turning it on! He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Moving away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Rock chalk. Kansas is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Texas A&M. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Green. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the right side. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Shakes off the defender. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead. We are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Buckeyes hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. On the ground, it's Jackson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.